As the flowers will bloom in the rain, there's power to harness and handling all of your pain. See all these troubles that we all go through. Dwell on the struggle and you're stuck like glue. Just close your eyes, visualize blue skies, those stormy nights. Failure is needed to grow, one step at a time, girl, take it slow. I have days where I wanna be alone. I have days where I don't pick up the phone. Seasons change, we all have those days. I have days where I'm on cloud nine. I have days where the stars align. Seasons change, we all have those days. Listen, yeah, seasons change and the world still turns. Turn that page, there's your lesson learned. Look, life's a blur, if you blink then you'll miss it. So make the most of your visit and feel it in your spirit. Just close your eyes and imagine.
Hello. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me double check. Let's see here. All right, everything looks good to go. Hopefully you guys will start trickling in. I know I didn't advertise because I really wasn't sure if I was gonna be here today, but I am here. So as you guys trickle in, I will go ahead and say hello. But first things first, happy Monday and welcome back to Ship to Shore. Now, I know that today is going to be an anxious day and an anxious week for a lot of you guys because next week, is it next week? Okay, so soon, July 19th, Carnival's new Celebration Key is opening, and the first cruises are heading there. And I know some of y'all are pretty excited to get there, so I figured we'll talk about that today and see what you guys have going on, see who's going this year, see who's not. Let's just try to get all the details about what's going on with Celebration Key. And I know there has been some things that have been like popping up about it. People are already starting to look at some excursions, and we're just going to have a good time today and we're going to talk about it. So let me just go ahead and say hello to my good friend Kathy from Travel Kate Trips. If you guys have not checked them out yet, please go ahead and check them out. Good morning, and I hope you are doing well. Thank you for popping in this morning, and thank you for letting everybody know to ring that doorbell on the way in. I certainly appreciate that. Hopefully I will be joined by a co-host today. Sometimes I get lucky, so we'll see. But thank you, Kathy, for being here. Thank you for commenting and letting everybody know to ring the bell when they come in. Now, I know that Carnival has been in the news for a lot of things here in the past month, but we're going to try to see if we can bring it back and get people excited about Carnival again. I know I can't do it alone, but at least we can try to do it, right? So one thing I do get from my husband is we're going to try to keep it real over here. And we're going to try to be honest about the things that probably make sense and the things that probably don't. Okay. But we're going to do it anyway. Let's get ready to go. Go ahead and, grab your drink, get ready to swim, move up to the swim up bar. We're going to have a good time. So let's get started. Carnival's Celebration Key. Okay. We're going to talk about it. As we said before, it's opening July the 19th. And if I'm not mistaken, either the Vista or the Glory is going to be one of the first ships to get to visit that island. So it is 120 miles away from Miami, which makes it a perfect location. It's on Grand Bahama's side of the island, and like you literally could probably swim there if you wanted to. I don't know if you can swim 120 miles, but it's super close in distance. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you popping in and saying hello. Thank you. Today, we're talking all about Celebration Key and Carnival debuting it next week. So when we think about Celebration Key, the first things we're going to talk about is the 5 different portals. Hey, Tom from North Carolina. Hey, fam. Hey, North Carolina fam. How are you? Sounds like you can get a noodle from the Garner Dollar Tree for a few cents. Hey, fam, y'all close. Yes, you can. You real close. Yeah, you can literally get a noodle, and they're renting those noodles for $14.99. Is it $14.99 or $19.99? I think it was like $19.99. I saw it originally, and then they cut the price to like $10.99. Either way, come on, pool noodle. I mean, you can't bring your own pool noodle on the ship. They're gonna add that to the list. We also have your favorite couple in the house. Hey, thank you for being here, and we appreciate you listening in while you are at sea on your world tour. Thank you for giving us the pleasure of you joining me today. TJ's Destination. Hey, TJ, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you popping in. And your favorite couple said, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the live stream, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, YFC. We appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Oh, Kenny said smash that like button and hit the subscribe, everyone. Thank y'all. Y'all so sweet. Nicole Murphy. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So TJ said, I will be there in a couple of weeks. Listen, TJ, you know I gotta wait for your report back. Anybody that's going to be there, make sure you go ahead and take that poll and let us know in the chat if you're going to be there, what ship you're going to be on, because I'm definitely interested to see what some of the options are for you guys and what you're doing. So as we were saying, that is super close to Miami. It's on the Grand Bahama side of the island and 120 miles away, and they're trying, I don't know. So it's like everybody has their own little island. Everybody's doing their own thing, and they're trying to make it. Everybody's trying to top the other person. So hopefully we can. Carnival brings it. You know what I mean? Hopefully they bring it. Hey, Monet, how are you? Thank you for being here. Happy Monday. I appreciate you popping in. But let's get into it. Okay. So, of course, you know we got to relive this.
Can we stay just a little bit longer?
Don't worry, we'll be back.
I can't believe they're leaving. Like, who would ever want to leave this paradise? Ooh. Do I miss my other half? Of course I do. But do I regret my decision to stay in paradise? Thank you, Charles. Woohoo! Absolutely not.
A paradise you'll want to lose yourself in. Book your escape to Celebration Key, Carnival's exclusive paradise.
So what is this Celebration Key thing? Okay. First of all, it's 65 acres, and it has 1 mile of beach, and it has a 275,000 square foot lagoon and 30 plus dining options. Okay. So they are trying to bring it and make it like a resort. Okay. Think of it as a day resort when you go on your cruise, because I know if you've been to any of Carnival's other private islands, the only one I was able to visit was Half Moon. I think Half Moon is the one with like not a lot of shade. That place is hot. Okay. So this is completely different from what they have at Half Moon. So this is a picture overview of what the concept art looked like when they first started talking about building this and what it was supposed to look like. So what you'll have is plenty of ice cream shops, photo ops. There'll be definitely guest services on board. And then when you first walk in, you'll see that grand sandcastle. So another thing I think that was hitting people and people really did not like is one, the pool noodles, as Tom said. What's up, Garner fam? As Tom said, the pool noodles. Nobody, like, listen, come on now. It was $20 for the pool noodle to rent it. I can take a pool noodle from the Dollar Tree and leave it on the island. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with after I'm done, but I'm not going to. Or I can literally go to the Dollar Tree and pack my own floaties and bring it. Like, $20 to rent a pool noodle is kind of insane, but I'm sure somebody's going to do it. It's not going to be undone. Like, they're doing it for a reason, because they know if you give people the option, they're going to take advantage of it. TJ said Carnival already messed up with the drink package not working on the island. And you know what? True. And not only that, even though we're not even talking about them this week, we're going to leave it on Carnival. Ain't got nothing to do with them. Yes, they did mess up, because if you're giving people the option to go to your massive private island and they've already spent all this money on your ship, the least you can do is extend the drink package. Even if you do, you get a certain amount of drinks, or even if you get like a dollar amount, like you can cap the drinks at a certain dollar amount, something. But offering people nothing who's already paid for the drink package on the ship is kind of insane. So I pay for the drink package on the ship, and then I go to your private island that you took me to on your ship, and still in turn have to pay for another drink pack or pay for drinks individually or another package, however they're going to do it. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And I agree with you. They messed up. They have to do a lot of, man, they got to do a lot. They got to do a lot. I hope they fix a lot of it. Travel Cape Trip said, yes, $20, yes, to rent the pool noodle was crazy. A pool noodle. What they call it now, the $1.25 tree. Come on now, no. TJ said, I foresee people trying to bring alcohol from the ship to the island. Yes, because we're already trying to batten down the hatches of people bringing alcohol on the ship in general. Now you're talking about people taking it off of the ship and taking it to the island. So how are they going to control that? Because I'm actually taking it off of your ship. So I know they can control, they can do their best to go like do security sweeps on your luggage, bringing it on. But how are they going to control that? And people are going to find a way. We have seen time and time again that people are going to find a way. You're absolutely right, TJ. It's going to be interesting. Antoinette at Fun, thanks for being here. I appreciate you joining us. And good afternoon. Thank you. So the water slides. The water slides are $14.99 per person. That's another thing they're charging you for. You've done that, but deep sigh since you sat down. $14.99 per person for the water slide. Okay, so this is something else we have to budget for. Because now if you want to use their water park, $14.99 per person. Let's say you're a large family of 6. That adds up pretty quick. But that's what we have going on. So this is just a little different, showing you the locations of where Miami is here. If you can see my mouse, I don't know if you guys can. Miami here versus where Nassau is, and then this is Half Moon Cay. This is where their Half Moon Cay was, and the Great Azuma. So you can kind of see the outline of where everything is. And Grand Bahama Islands is right here. So this is Grand Bahama. This is Miami. So instead of coming all the way down here now to the new island, you're right at the top, 120 miles away. 120 miles away. Hey, Keisha, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you popping in. Let's see here. So this is them advertising it, okay? They put this out last week, I think it was last.
Carnival Celebration Key isn't even finished being built yet, but I'm giving you a first look. This is Celebration Key,
home to the largest freshwater lagoon in the Caribbean. Celebration Key is made up of 5 portals. The first portal you'll see when you cruise in is Paradise Plaza, home to the world's largest sandcastle with these super fast racing slides. Next up, Calypso Lagoon. They're putting the finishing touches on it, but this is going to be the world's largest swim-up bar, called Long Necks, right next to Mingo's Tropical Bar and Kitchen. And speaking of record-breaking, I just found my new favorite place, the world's longest swing bar, Sunshine Swings Bar. The private cabanas are almost finished, but the super villas...
Oh, this is already done? I love it.
Another part of Calypso Lagoon is Calypso Beach. Now on to the next portal.
I already found a shortcut to Starfish Lagoon.
Look at all this. There's Guppy Grotto's splash pad for the kids and grown-up kids. There's going to be lots of places to eat. There's also going to be aquabanas, cabanas, super villas, and more beach access. And speaking of beach,
this is the exclusive Pearl Cove Beach Club, and it's adults only. Inside here is a beachfront infinity pool. Am I allowed to be in here yet? This swim-up bar, it'll have its own restaurant. And the super attentive crew members here will be unmatched.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, guys.
in the Kono Cove, the shops are starting to stock their shelves. Celebration Key is almost complete. And the only way you can get here is on a Carnival cruise.
Okay, so question. Did y'all catch what he said at the beginning? This island is slated to open July 19th. They put this out last week, and he said it's not even done yet. Did anybody catch that? It's not even done yet. Okay, so I just wanted to know if anybody else caught that too. So He was like, yeah, it's not even done yet. No, sir, I need this to be done. All right, so let's talk about the portals. Nicole said, well, I might as well get back on the ship and go on the slide for free. And right. Y'all, I can jump up and down on water slides all day long. And I've already paid for the price of that with my cruise. You want to charge me an extra $15, and it's given so we could do it for both. Why can't we do it for the water slides on the island? And I understand them saying that, but boat is a completely different experience. I'm not even saying they're saying that. That's in my mind, okay? That's in my mind. That's what they're saying. But boat is a completely different experience. So not to charge people for something that's on your price. And I understand because Royal does it, right? But Royal has a whole water park. You pay the price of admission, and it's a whole water park, okay? But also there's other options, even if you don't, which this also has other options too. But to me, as I looked at that video, it's given a mix of Disney and Royal together. And I know you can't do but so much. It ain't but so much you can do. And things are going to start to mend together at some point. Everything's going to meld together. But is it not like, just looking at that video, did you not kind of get a sense of, I've seen this already?
It don't really look that impressive. Also, if there's water slides on the ship and I can use my drink package on the ship, what's the purpose of me getting off the ship? And then when everybody's off at the island, I got the ship to myself anyway.
Yeah.
So what's the purpose of me wanting, like, what's the catch here?
Yeah.
What's the catch of me wanting to go to this island?
Right. It's new.
Outside of that, so in a year from now.
Because even the same thing, like we said, even when let's even put Royal's Water Park, Thrill Island. If you get on Icon, if you get on Utopia, if you get on Legend, if you get on Star, Thrill Park is on the ship. I'm not then going to in turn get off of the ship at Perfect Day Coco Cay and pay to go to Thrill Water Park because it's literally on the ship.
Now, I'll go to Hideaway.
I'll go to Hideaway all day. I'll go to Hideaway all day because that is the only place so far that I have been that has been like adults only, and I have not seen a kid outside of getting on the Virgin ship. Even when we went to Disney's Island, we saw kids in their adults only island sections on both of them. We saw them in Castaway and we saw them on Lookout. We saw kids in both places. That's the only place that I can guarantee I'm not going to see a kid.
Yeah.
So why not do it?
I just don't see what's after the newness wears off. What's the purpose of getting off the ship? Because if I have the drink package on the ship, then I'm not gonna pay double,
right? And
then the water slides, okay,
right?
Okay,
right. So, Travel K Trip said, "Is it going to cost something to get into each of these portals?" Now, the portals, no, it's not supposed to cost anything to get into them, but depending on what you choose to do once you get there, is a completely different story. Okay, it's a completely different story. Yes, hopefully they recorded this 6 months ago. I hope they did too, but my man said, I don't think they did.
If they did, that's terrible. Yeah. This has been a terrible rollout. This has been a terrible rollout.
You ain't cutting Carnival no slack, are you?
No, because what about this rollout as being good? They're not even using their highest profile celebrity and ambassador,
which is
Shaq. They're not even using him to push this. You might see him on commercials, but like in the promotional video, they got some guy I've never seen in my life.
He's a soap opera.
You could have put him in a line of 30 other guys.
Hallmark movies.
I would have never. I don't know that man from Adam.
But even in Seattle, they got the guy from Modern Family.
I've seen the guy. I know him. Yeah.
Because even was it Shay the other day was like, hey, I think I saw the guy from Modern. Recognizable people, and he's not. But at the same time, they got to get who they can pay for. Maybe they don't cap their limit with Shaq. They ain't got no more money to give Shaq.
It's about to curse. This has been a terrible rollout.
Hey, C, how are you? C said, I just got out of a meeting about to heat up my lunch. Well, thank you for popping in, fam. I appreciate it. MH Family Adventures, thanks for popping in. Thank you for being here today, fam. C said, Royal is doing the same thing with the drink package in Nassau and charging folks drinks with the drink package. They are just...
marketing.
They're just marketing it better. And they are doing it. And that's the other thing I was going to say. And I was going to try to not say, but we got in the Royal anyway. They're including it as an option in your excursion package. So they're packaging it. They're charging you, but they're packaging it. Carnival is taking you and also let's remember with Royal, you have other options. You don't have to go to that island. Carnival is literally driving you up to their island, opening the door and say, get out. But this is where it is. And Nassau, at least you have an option not to go if you don't want to go. You understand? Yeah. You don't have that option. There's other things you could do. Yes. Hey Marjorie, how are you? Hope you are having a good day. Thank you for popping in. Travel Cape Trip says, for someone who has never been cruising, they will want to get off the ship because it is different, new, and an island. But how many of those coves are going to be free? Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the coves. Let's get into the coves. Kenny said, I have to make it bigger. Sorry. Kenny said, I got to go. You take care. Thanks for being here, Kenny. I appreciate it. Thank you. Marjorie said, I am going to Celebration Key in 2027. All right. Let's see here. Why would you mention your commercial that's not ready yet? That was the first thing he said.
And nobody caught doing the editing process or nobody decided, hey, maybe we shouldn't
say it's not ready.
Yeah.
They literally, that was the first thing he said, it's not ready. She said, I just Googled dude too. She had to Google him to find out who he was.
So you want this random guy to sell me on something I'm not already excited about.
Right.
Come on, man.
So Nicole said, so is this more like an excursion instead of a private island? So that's the other thing too. You can get excursions there, but it is their private island, but it is some things that they're just paying. You're going to have to know that you're just going to have to pay for. That's just it. And I'm not saying that with any other private island that you go to on any of these cruise lines, everything is not going to be free. There are going to be things that you're going to have to pay for, but we are getting away from the more included options that usually come with these private islands into what we can exclude and then still make a profit off of. So getting into the private islands is definitely going to be another thing that we can deep dive into because each one offers their pluses and minuses. But I think not offering the drink package on the island is a minus. Like I said, with Royal, at least you have other options. And you can buy it in a package when you go to there because that's an excursion. Yes, it's their private island, but it's also an excursion. So at least you can make the option of how you want to take that excursion. You can't do that here.
Also, when your PR is already bad, you need good PR. You know what I mean? You need a win. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
So, if you should just give this to people knowing that you're not marketing this well and your PR is already bad.
Yeah. This is true. C said it's a private destination, not an island. It's about 20 miles east of Freeport. Thank you, C, because the first thing I'm going to say is island automatically. So thank you for the clarification. In my mind, it's island. Let's see here. So they are probably getting taxed. Well, and the same thing with Royal with Nassau, I'm sure they had to cut a deal with Nassau in order to make this happen, right? Let's see here. Keeping Up with the Griffins. Hey, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. And yes, thank you so much. We're doing well. Hope you guys are too. Hey, Sig, how are you? Thank you for being here. Sig says, hey, Parkers, I canceled my July sailing on the Conquest to go to Celebration Key 6 months ago. No regrets. For me, with what I am hearing, I'm not interested at this time.
Oh, she got some inside intel?
Listen, it's just basically what the streets are saying. We're just talking about what the streets are saying. For me, y'all work out the kinks. Y'all work out the kinks. As for me and my household, we're gonna let y'all work out the kinks, okay? C says, fair point. Looks like you get dropped off at the backside of the destination. Oh boy. Lita Shay, hey, how are you? Thank you for popping in. I hope you are doing well. DT Cruiser is here as well. Good afternoon from Tiano Bay. Did I say it right? I never say it right. Tano Bay. Thank you for being here, fam. I appreciate you. C said, I guess it's similar to Disney's Lighthouse Point, which if you go far enough, it sounds like you run into public beaches.
It's awful.
Because Disney's Lighthouse Point is people actually inhabit that island as well. So people live there as well as that being a part of it. So they just have a portion of it. So you're absolutely right. Let's see here. Tennille is here. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry if I missed this answer. How do we get more than 1 meal on Celebration Key, even if you pay for it? So we're going to get into what's included and what's not. We just got caught up with just getting there. So we're going to get to it. Thank you, Tennille, for asking, and thank you for being here. The Griffin says, we can't wait to get to Celebration Key in less than 3 weeks. We are in countdown mode right now. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. I can see y'all kids there having a ball anyway. So, and look, don't put Drew to work before he get there, okay? Because y'all be working. That man got a full-time job. Hey, how are you? Is it Red Afro? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you popping in. MH said, I'm not really excited for it anymore either. Should have canceled my July 18th sailing. Listen. And I don't know. I think it's like the closer you get to it and the more that comes out about it. I don't know if it was the whole rewards thing that kind of put a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and now you're leading up to this big. Should they have waited?
I don't think people were excited about this.
People were excited about it. Oh. I feel like people were excited about it, and then Royal was like, "Hey, this is my thing." And then when you get into the comparison mode of the two, it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think the more information people have, the less excited they're getting about it.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's always like that until you get there. Okay. Marjorie says Siobhan Carnival Cruise is broke and hopefully can make a profit from Celebration Key. I don't know though. I ain't looking at no people's pockets. I ain't patting them. I ain't patting them down. I ain't going through nobody's pocketbook, and I ain't looking at nobody wallet over there at the Carnival Corporation. But how long we gonna say we broke?
Until they get out of there.
But how do we know? You know what I mean? Like, because as long as you keep telling me we broke, we broke.
Their stock prices.
Their stock prices have dropped, and then it's like people even saying they're gonna drop their stock. Well, I see where y'all at. On a world tour, that's where they at. Let's see. 6 said, yes, I was on the July 18th sailing. I don't have Carnival on the books at all now. See, Alicia, what is going on? Thank you for popping in, fam. Appreciate you. If I was a big time drinker, I would take a bottle of alcohol that I purchased from Carnival and take it to shore with me.
Yeah, I gotta do is like go get a bunch of get drinks in your drink package.
And put it in your turbs.
Yeah.
Clink. No, or like he said, no, that's water, y'all. It's water. Like he said, you can get an in-room bottle of liquor. Mm-hmm. Just order the bottle of liquor delivered to your room and take it on the island. Let's see here. Hey, Honeybee Stepping Hive, how are you? Thank you for being here. A late hello from Central Florida. Never late. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. C said, I'm going to stick beside it. I think a lot of the flop is being sensationalized. At least I hope. Seems like most private destination islands start and grow from there. Yes, because even Disney is going to go through their growing pains. They're not going to get over the long walk. But after doing more research, coming back from that, I also learned they did that for a reason, because they were trying to be environmentally sound, and they did not want to disturb the coral reef. So they found the deepest part of that island where they could dock the ship and just put the dock there instead of dredging a deeper spot closer to the island, and it didn't destroy the coral reef.
That's fine. So what happens when you get on the island?
Then you got to get on another tram and go deeper into the island.
I'm just saying the island isn't impressive. Like, I don't cast it like the
lookout.
It's not impressive at all. So
Brandon was not a fan, as y'all can tell. He was not a fan.
Were you?
I definitely like Castaway way better. No. I mean, I think it still has some growing. I think it still has some growing pains. Absolutely.
So that's been over a year now.
Yeah.
And I ain't heard nobody saying, "Man, I got to get the lighthouse."
I got to get the lighthouse.
Yeah.
My family and I will be visiting Celebration Key in December. Nice. C says the PR has been terrible, but looks like Carnival is sending a bunch of ships, so maybe the location will sell itself. I think they're doing that to push media, push vloggers, bloggers, people who are going to be on that ship. They're going to rely on those people to market it for them. The people on TikTok, people on Instagram, the shorts, the reels, they're going to rely on those folks to market it for them and show just how amazing it is. But the problem is, when you open the doors, the bones, the skeleton's going to show out the closet. So the small things, you saying the island wasn't ready last week ain't good, because people gonna get up here and be like, well, they did say the island wasn't ready 2 weeks ago, and people gonna start looking for stuff. Because why? The negative stuff sells.
Or you can do what MSC did and just control the narrative and like have people who are not of cruise, who are not cruisers go and just hire those people to say nothing but nice things. I
mean, it's evident. C said, we're going to find out soon. Yep. What's going on, Lee Ann? How are you? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you popping in today. Honeybee says, I have 3 cruises booked with Carnival. I'm going to love them all no matter what. And that's right, because at the end of the day, that's your money, spend it how you want to, good sis. And if you love it, we love it too. I ain't judging. But I know this. For this island, I'm going to wait and see what happens. And it seems like you waiting a little bit too, since you're going in December. Cece, I hope Disney put some of these little shade things, those little shade things of the walkway. That long sidewalk looks hot. It is. It ain't no looking. I broke a full-blown sweat from point A to B. I will say A to A.5 to B, A.5 to B, because they do give you a little break with water in between here to fro. But it's still, yes, they need to do something. TJ said, hopefully the food on the island will be good and the prices will be reasonable. Okay, so let's get there. Because I know you guys want to know. All right, so when you first walk in, the first thing you're going to see is the Sun Portal Arch. Okay, it's supposed to be their Instagram worthy point when you get there. Okay, when you first get to the island, you do have some free amenities. Like I said, you have the ice cream shop. You have the free photo fountain, and then of course your guest services will be there to point you in the direction of anything else. And then this is the Sandcastle Splash. This is what's going to cost you $14.99. I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is what's going to cost you your $14.99. Well, that's not going to help. Okay, so that's the $14.99. But once you do it, once you pay it, you can go up and down this all you want. Okay, $14.99 per person. So make sure you budget for it. Make sure you budget for that. Okay. Now, Portal 2 is Calypso Lagoon. Okay, this is supposed to be the party place. This is supposed to be where the party at. Where the party at? Okay, so you got Island Party Central. Okay, this is where the DJ is going to be. All right, so you're going to have your DJ. You're going to have your drink experiences. You're going to have that long bar. Remember where he said you're going to have that bar. It's going to be 2 swim-up bars. It's going to be a sports court. 2 full-service restaurants, food trucks with authentic Bahamian flavors, and the swing bar, and that's that long bar full of swings. Okay, if this is one place you can use your Island Eats credit. Okay, more money, more savings. Okay, so this is gonna be one place where you can use it. So you're going to have your, like I said, the swim up, the entertainment, and then your food. So you can choose between 2 full service restaurants and then, or food trucks. Okay. So your Island Eats credit will work here. Your Island Eats credit will work here. All right. So then we have Starfish Lagoon. So Starfish Lagoon is your family island. Okay, so this is where you go with your kids and you can have a great time. So it has the largest freshwater lagoon in the Caribbean. So there's no salt in the water, fresh water. This is where Guppy's Grotto splash pad is for the little ones, your family game pavilion, multiple dining options, and beach volleyball courts. Okay, so this gives you the most bang for your buck. Okay. All right. So then we have Pearl Cove, and I'm moving because I want to get to we're talking about the prices. Pearl Cove, and this is going to be your retreat. Okay, so Pearl Cove is for the adults 18 plus exclusively, and here are the prices. So basic access is $99.99 per person, and it includes a welcome drink. Then you have the open bar package is $139.99 per person, and you get 10 drinks max. Then you have the all-inclusive $179.99 per person. You get food and drinks with that one. Okay, so that's the prices for Pearl Cove. So this is like, I can't even compare it to that. This is like the premier, what is it called on Perfect Day Coco Cay? Daggone it. What's the name of it? Their beach club over there at Perfect Day Coco Cay. This is like their beach club. Okay. So they're advertising this to couples. Celebrations. You want to seek a little luxury. You want to have a premium day. Okay. So this is what the Pearl is supposed to be. All right.
This is per person.
Yes. Per person. These are prices per person. All right. If you want a little bit of luxury. All right. If it's a special occasion. I'm going to move past this because all right. And then Locono Cove. So this is basically the spot that's going to honor all the original Bahamian settlers. Okay. So, so this is where you're going to find your shopping, your artisan goods, your duty free. This is where this is going to be. This is where you're going to go and have a good time and shop. You're going to find your duty free jewelry, live cultural performances, art exhibits, coffee shops, and, you know, if you need caffeine fix. This is where this is going to be. Okay. So this is your shopping area. Okay. All right. So things that cost you nothing. The beach and the water. You can go to the beach for free. It don't cost you a dime. Okay. So comfort and entertainment. You get your lounge chairs and your umbrellas throughout the destination. You just got to be the first one there to get it. Okay. Live entertainment and your DJ. Don't cost you a thing. You have fun, party it up. Then you go to the family area, right? And use your dining credits there. Credit. Yeah. So that it don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you a thing. All right. So where Carnival hopes you spend your budget. On the island tours, the water sports, the snorkeling packages, they range from $49 to $199 per person. Book early for availability, but consider off-peak times for potential discounts. Your cabana rentals, private cabanas can go anywhere from $249 to $499, and they offer luxury amenities, but come with a premium. So be careful about that and consider splitting the cost with your companion or get a group of folks together, up to 6, I think it was, and you can split the cost of it. Your specialty dining, your specialty restaurants, your eats credit costs between $15 to $45 per person. And you just need to be mindful of that. Include that in your budget if you're going to want to eat in more than one spot. Okay? So, but remember, you still have access to the complimentary things on the island too. All right? So this is a kind of breakdown. Sandcastle water slides, $14.99 per person. Your day beds, $119.99. Your aquabanas, the floating aquabana, the blow up thing in the video that the guy showed, $449.99. Your basic cabanas, $599.99. Your luxury villas, $27.99.99. It's all about what you want to spend. All right. And once again, that is the all-inclusive package. More detailed breakdown of that. Once again, your 10 drinks max for the open bar one, the all-inclusive one. You can eat and drink to your heart's content. All right. So how are we going to save our money? Let me see if I can find what I had for y'all on this.
See how you're in a weird spot.
Okay, sorry about that. What's wrong?
Nothing. It looks. I gotta see how it looks.
Yeah, no, it took us off screen. I'm back. So
no, I'm saying like it's not very big.
Okay, sorry. All right, I'm gonna try to make it larger. Is that better? That's better. Okay, so what's actually free? Okay, the beaches, the freshwater lagoons, the lounge chairs and umbrellas, the DJ, sports courts and beach games, splash pads and Guppy Grotto, and then your island eat credit, your one island eats credit. Okay, your extras is going to be the Sandcastle water slide, your regular day bed for 2 people, your water day bed 18 plus area for 2 people, your aquabanas, up to 8 people can go in the aquabana. Split that between 8 people. You got a deal. Small cabana for 4 people, $599.99. Large cabanas for 6 people, $899.99. Over the water lagoon, 6 people, $739.99. All right, your luxury splurges is going to be your Pearl Cove area. Remember, we talked about the basic access, the open bar package, the all-inclusive package, your cabanas, your super villas. Okay, you can get up to 10 people. That's only $1,800. Split that between 10 people, you got a deal. Over the water lagoon, the super villa, that's $2,000. Split it, okay? Split it, and you got it. Why you rub my back? I'm not paying it. All right, so let's break down the cost, okay? If you want to splurge, this is going to be your calculator for 2 people. If 2 people go, and you guys want to do the water slide, okay? You're talking $110, and this is also including your drink budget. So let's say you want to spend $40 on drinks for 2 people, and you want to do a water slide, it's going to cost you $110. Okay. If you guys want to do the Pearl Cove, the basic Pearl Cove, $280. Okay. Sorry. Put the drinks back. All right. So those are the drinks. If you want to spend, you want to budget yourself $40 per person on drinks, Pearl Cove, $99. There you go, $280. If you want to do the day bed, okay, so you can see that the prices do change based on what you guys decide to do. Okay, so let me get down into the comments. I'll leave this up. These are the recommendations of what I think, but hey. Travel Cake trips at all these beaches are whatever. Some days, some sea days with sand, a Thurman show, but have to stop in Celebration Key on Mardi Gras Transatlantic. Oh, that's gonna be a good time. That's gonna be a good time. Let's see here. We are either going to show amazing. We're either going to show amazing or poop out. Travel K, Travel, yes, we see. Hello, thank you for popping in. You have to tell the bloggers what to think pre-opening. Carnival hasn't done that, so bloggers will trash it out of habit.
Again, they have a playbook for this.
They have a playbook.
Me and Messi just did this.
Ooh-wee, not Poop Island. Leanne says a lot of people are upset about upcharges for excursions and the water slide, etc. They are simply doing the same thing Royal MSC in Norwegian, etc. upsells. However, they should allow the drink packages. And I think that will soften the blow. If they had allowed the drink packages, I think that would definitely soften the blow a little bit because people are going to overlook the small things because you're getting the big thing. Right? If you get the big thing, you're going to overlook the small thing. I do hope they have a buffet with them ribs like Half Moon K. Now, them ribs was good. I ain't gonna lie, them ribs is good. They are good. Getting them babies them 2 slides for free. Give the babies a slide for free. Give the babies a slide for free. Because then you know what's going to happen? Your whole day is going to be monopolized by that slide. Because you don't pay $15. Now you're going to want them babies to run up and down them stairs as much as they can because you're going to want to get your $15 worth. Get them babies on slide for free. Because at least they're going to know they can come back to it. And you probably going to walk away and let them come back. But now you feel like you stuck there because you paid that $15. I know listen, y'all going to get this $15 a day. $5 a slide or something. Y'all got to go at least 3 times to make it work. You have to buy the Sandcastle slide pass early because they do sell out. Then there you go. There you go. Free slides at Coco K. And they do have a free little area right out there for them kids that can go.
It's like when you first walk in.
When you first walk in, there's a kiddie area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a kiddie area. Together we travel. Thanks for being in, fam. We appreciate you popping in today. That one little pirate ship, right? When you first walk in the island, the pirate ship. Yep, doesn't cost a thing. There's water slides, splash pad. Kids don't know unless they've been presented with different. They don't know. I hope everyone doesn't come in thinking Coco K expectations. Yeah, nah. And that's the other thing you got to be careful of too. Thrill Island is still charging premium rates, and that should be free by now since it's empty on most days. Yes, you know why? Because you put it on a mega ship. You put the whole thing on a mega ship, and it is expensive. We did it twice?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, we good.
And after the second time, I was like, we could not have done this. We would have been okay if we hadn't done this again. I don't even know why we did. I don't know
because I think it ended up being cheap, and we wanted to vlog it again. But then it was just like we could have just did other stuff, and this was before Hideaway too. So we did it twice before Hideaway. Hideaway gonna slap every time. We ain't gonna never miss that. Hideaway gonna get it every time. I did buy the $179.99 all-inclusive to try it out. Hey, TJ, let us know. Let us know. Because at the end of the day, by the time you buy it per drink, you might as well. You might as well. Especially if you're going to drink more than 2 or 3. Coco K looks 20 years. It took 20 years to develop. And how long they push this? 3 years?
Maybe, yeah.
Lord willing. I'll be on the Vista for the opening this weekend. I hope you make it, fam. I really do. I want to know what y'all think. They're going to get their money. One way or another, they're going to get that money. Okay, fam? C says, I'm trying to plan my celebration key day, so this is helpful. Debating between Pearl and Calypso fun section. Let me know which one you do. For real. Like, I really, because Pearl is like... It's the pain of everything. Man, I just want to go places. Like everything costs a lot of money. They need one buffet. Even if you do like Disney, true and true too. Okay? and break it up. One buffet is the same thing, no matter where you sit, but you got 2 sections of the island where you can go and have this food. Give people that option. Give them that option, because everybody that's going isn't going to go to sit down and eat that. Give them that same option that you would give them on the private island, on your other private islands. Give them that same option.
Chicken sandwiches, some mozzarella sticks, and a hot dog.
That's all we need. C says, I do think their cabanas and day bed rates are cheaper than other cruise lines. I think so too, but it still ain't cheap. It still ain't cheap. But those are the things you pay the premium for. And if that's what people are going for, that luxury feel, then they understand that that's what they're going to pay. Travel, yes, we see, so true. I think it used to be called something else prior. I think Little Stirrup Key. Was that Royal? Little Stirrup? I think that was, yeah. Not do both of them. Their actual Freeport excursions are reasonable if folks don't want to stay in Celebration Key. This is true. Except for when we went to on that one that wasn't even with Carnival, was it? No, that was when we did Margaritaville. They were just like, hey, go to the free beach, and the beach wasn't free. Yeah. Used to be a tender port YFC, 5 trees and no shade. It's come a long way. Okay, take the time and do it right. I was cackling this morning watching y'all at P and D's Antigua. They cut up. This is good to know. Thanks. I'm surprised they are giving umbrellas free. Carnival usually charges. They got to give something. They can't charge you for everything. They got to give you something. They can't say find you a tree. The island still got to grow. It still got to develop and bloom. So they got to give something. Or they could, I'm sorry, this seems crazy. You are going from a cruise that you paid for in full, that is taking you to their private island, where you will basically be paying as if it was another trip.
57 people here.
Shout them out.
I'm just a co-host, man.
I appreciate 57 of y'all being here today, since my co-host did not want to say thank y'all for being here and sharing your thoughts. They need to take no slides and pool noodles off the app for excursions. Yeah. I 100% agree. Take it off. If they are going to do this, they need to have a per family rate up to a family of 5 or 6. Even if they do it up to a family of 4, that's better than nothing. I agree. They should. They absolutely should. See. Oh yeah, they cut up. Let's see. They will do that when Royal Beach Club is free. Royal Beach Club. That's what I was trying to say. The noodles shouldn't even be an option, because who thought of that? And I was about to say, where did y'all buy in bulk for these noodles? Royal Beach Club, Royal Caribbean Coco Cay, I have paid already for the zip line, access to adults only beach, and water parks to get on slide. It was not cheap, since it depends on the ship that you are on. This is true, because we have gotten in Hideaway for $25 per person, and we have spent $79 per person. Royal is a supply and demand cruise line. I will say that, depending on what the excursion or the whatever it is, like depending on how popular the sailing is, it is definitely a supply and demand. It ebbs and flows. So you need to be prepared and look for those deals when they come, because Royal is, you're absolutely right, Leanne. Drink packages now a big error, since Royal has slashed the price of most Coco Cay sailings. Royal is playing defense. Royal is still charging for drinks in Nassau. They bundled it so it's easier on the eyes, and that's what I'm saying. Now, depending on where you go at the Pearl Cove, they bundled theirs too.
I'll take it like this. So Food Line Aldi got the same prices, but Aldi's automatically just comes cheaper. At Food Line, you have to put in a phone number to get those prices the same. So, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the same price.
Right.
It's just being
presented
differently. Yeah.
Also, Aldi is like, we can give you these cheaper prices because you bag your own groceries.
Yeah.
So are you going to bag your own groceries here? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're bagging your own groceries. It's like drink package plus Nassau Perfect Day or whatever they call it. Let's see. Yes, they are going to get their money. It's just going to be something to budget for. This is a good live, great information. Thank you, fam. Thank you. Happy Monday, Keisha.
Hey, happy Monday.
Thank you for being here. Big collective hello and hugs to the chat. Look at you. You're so sweet. I was in the wave pool by myself looking stupid. Or Coco and Coco K. First of all, that wave pool cold. That wave pool is cold. Okay. Hey, Jaretha, thank you for popping in. We appreciate you. I just want to go places. Felt that right. I just want to go places, man. Like everything gotta cost so much. Just let me go. Okay. Yes, I agree. At least one. At least one. Y'all be like, come on. Because now, what's our thought here? What's our thought here? How are we going to maximize? How are we going to maximize it? We're going to eat before we get off the ship. And probably if the kids get hungry and they've already used their credit, which we know how kids do, they're going to use the credit, they're going to waste half the food, then they're going to be hungry 5 minutes later. You know what's going to happen? Now we're going back to the ship. Now we're going back to the ship and we're not maximizing our time on the island or spending more time doing things that we could be doing on your island or on your at your destination. Sorry, see, at your destination. Because why? Because why? I hope when y'all get there, I hope y'all show a buffet. If the slides were selling out with 2 ships in port, what's going to happen when they expand the port to 4 ships?
Who are they talking about? Carnival?
Yeah, because those slides are $14.99. They're already selling out. So if 4 ships,
how do you sell out of a slide?
Well, you gotta control the bottleneck. So you gotta control basically how many people you project based on the ship are going to be there. See the rate that people are purchasing it, and then kind of project that. Okay. Just imagine this everybody's going to be excited to get off the ship. Everybody's going to go for what they pay first. So you kind of got to project all that stuff and make it make sense. And then you're going to have to cap it, because if everybody on the ship buys a slide and there's 2 to 4 ships in port.
See, that right there is why they changed the loyalty program.
Because of me?
You just proved their point.
Oh, gracious sakes. Hey, Will, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, LaQuinta, thank you for popping in. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Love to hear y'all conversation. Drop it. Kathy B, thank you for being here. Travel Yes We See said we went to Freeport after the big hurricane years ago. It was a mess. It was still recovering. Definitely boost the economy.
Yeah, I can never go to. I can never go to Freeport again and be okay.
They got to do something with the port area. It's so industrial, and I understand but they got to do something. Will G said we'll be there in 12 days. Okay, Will, you got to report back. Yeah, wasn't nobody there, just in there looking crazy and down to $79. Carnival cannot market amateur hour. Compare the clip rolling out Royal Caribbean Beach Club to Carnival's marketing clip a year ago for Celebration Key.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been saying this whole time. They just not good. It's like, why wouldn't you pull out your big gun for this?
Right. Wave pool was very cold last time I paid and did not even go get in. And like, no. Listen, y'all have Royal has spoiled us, okay? Put a little heat in that water. Make us comfortable. Make us want to stay a while. I don't want to go nowhere. I got to get used to it to be there. I don't want to get used to the water. I want to walk in the water and be like, ooh, this is nice. I want to, I might stay a while. Belly up to the bar, have a couple of drinks, sit down on a little water table, vibe out to the DJ. That's what keep people there. You're not gonna freeze me. You're not gonna freeze me. You're just not gonna freeze me. Right, Travel. Yes, we see. Like nobody looked at some of this stuff and said, "Hey, we about to get dragged for this."
Nope.
And they did not care.
No, they did not.
Exhibit A, pool noodle. Why put that up in the app and give people 3 weeks to drag you? Rent it on the island like MSC does. Show as an option when you get there.
Yeah, you didn't need to market that.
Because they're trying to get every dollar. They broke. They're trying to get every dollar up front. Then they end up having to slash the price of it to $10.99. You know why they slashed the price?
Why do you need a pool noodle? That's just like pool noodle is like one of the least needed things for a pool. Like there's no situation where you need a pool noodle or like when have you ever clamored for a pool noodle?
I gotta have it. I gotta have that pool noodle.
Our near 90 years total combined life. Have you like, man, no. I gotta go have that pool noodle? No. I know I haven't.
No.
So why is that a thing?
I will tell you this. That thing that Sig and who was it? C had when we were in Grand Turk, that floaty thing. I would rent that.
Yeah, something
that
like
floaty
that.
Seat thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I would rent that. I'm not renting no pool noodle. They are essentially doing the same thing as the others, but their messaging is terrible. Fire somebody. Fire somebody. Okay. Traveling Melanin. Hey fam, welcome in. Happy Monday, heading there in August. Looking forward to it. I hope it is an amazing time. I really hope you have a great time. Thank you for being here, fam. We appreciate you. See. Listen, I want nothing less than a heated pool. Because what they me and C did was cut up in that daggone pool. We had us a great time. You hear me? We had a great time, friend. Okay. She said, from here on out, heat the pool. Everybody, heat the pool. I don't care that it's 100 degrees in Florida. Heat the pool. Miss Theodora, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Miss Theodora said, hello, Parkers and chat. This sounds like an activity for my solo self, looking at other Freeport excursions. You got, hey, look around. That noodle pees me off so bad.
Because like, who amongst them is like, hey, you know what would be good? If we charge for pool noodles.
Somebody said it. It wouldn't be there if somebody didn't say it.
You mean the thing that people can get for like $1?
Get it for $1, put it in a compression bag, zip it up, put it in your luggage, and leave it on the island. You ain't got to bring it back. Then they got more noodles.
You're renting a pool. Not buying. You are renting a pool noodle.
Renting it. Yep. All the messaging is terrible. The club, did I say that right?
No, I said you tell them.
Okay. The club changes. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Our power just went out. If you're still here, I am sorry. Our power just went out. So I am going to unfortunately have to end the chat. I had to log in from my cell phone in order to at least tell you that. So we have a power outage in the area. We did have a storm come through last night. And it was good, right? We was getting into it. We'll be back to finish it up on Thursday. Brandon said come back on Thursday. We'll be back to finish it up on Thursday. Hopefully everything works. The power, hopefully everything works. But I just wanted to, I hope you guys are seeing me. Let's see here. Let me check the chat. We want to go, let's see. We will go out and come back. I'm not visible. Okay, so it's not showing me. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you at least hear me? I can't believe this is crazy. Just want to be good, right? Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. No, thank y'all. Oh, we look great on the phone. Thanks, friend. Yeah, so hopefully everything is good. I'm trying to actually finish it up because Brandon's like, y'all got to come back on Thursday. I was like, no, I was having a good time talking to my people. Okay. But unfortunately, it is like there's nothing. So we're gonna go out and try to find something to do. By the way, if you are members of Parker's on the Go, make sure you stay tuned because we do have an announcement to make. So I will be making that. Probably dropping it this week. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all joining. We'll continue this on Thursday, I promise. So appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We did go past our hour, but it was getting good and we were supposed to. And we will see you guys on Thursday. All right, y'all. See you next time. Parker's out.